like to share with you some of the benefits of establishing yourself as a vegetarian. So first off, there are quite a few different types. The first classification of vegetarianism is semi-vegetarian. So it means that you're only staying away from red meat. The second type of vegetarianism is a lacto-vegetarian, meaning that you don't eat any sort, you can eat dairy products, but not any sort of meat from an animal. The other type of vegetarian is an ovo-vegetarian. And that would mean that your only source of animal products could be eggs. And then the other common type of vegetarianism is vegan. That's meaning no animal products whatsoever. And the final one is known as raw vegetarianism. And that means that no food products that you eat are cooked at all. You eat the fruits and the vegetables and everything completely raw. You can't even lightly toast anything. And it's a very dry diet. It's really important on this diet to stay hydrated. And it's hard to get acclimated to that dry sensation of tasting food. So I have many people ask, why is it so important to become a vegetarian? And many people are so resistant and judgmental about vegetarianism. And have questions about their children eating vegetarian, and different individuals have so many different perspectives. So I think part of the problem with this is related to people's attitudes towards information about vegetarianism. There's so much skepticism on what exactly it is and what all is involved with it. So I would suggest you to start reading the Vegetarian Starter Kit. It's a really great, easy read. It goes really in depth and explains all kinds of information on how to become a vegetarian. It has some really delicious recipes that I would highly recommend for you to try. And being vegan is one of the most healthy health benefits that you can offer yourself. It prevents against so many different diseases. It lowers your risk of so many issues that you can develop, such as circulatory system issues, muscular issues, diabetes. It also prevents cancer, can help your overall weight. When I look back about 20 or 30 years, when I was younger, in my own personal life, I remember seeing so many stories happening, so I'd like to share one with you. My parents decided that they were going to change their lifestyles and eat a little bit healthier. And this diet hadn't been around for a very long time at all, and my parents were having us all as a family try it. And all of us kids tried it before we went to school. Then we opened up our lunch, and all of the kids saw what I had for lunch, and they were teasing me and making fun of me. And I was just so embarrassed and upset, and I went home and I made my own lunch the next day. And again, my parents packed my lunch and my sandwich again, and I took it to school. And the same thing happened. I opened my lunch, and the kids saw my food and were making fun of me because my bread didn't look the same as everybody else's, and they said it smelled gross. And I told my parents that I wanted white bread. They gave me this weird fiber, grainy bread, and finally everybody else started to accept the fact, and I explained how delicious it was and how the whole grains really benefited me and how it was all over this silly bread thing. And high fiber bread is so important for a good diet, and now looking back, I'm so thankful that my parents did that. So now, when people want to judge other people for their diet choices, such as becoming vegan, I don't really put it past me. I don't really care. I pretty much ignored it because I've been used to it my whole life. And I'm extremely open-minded, and I don't understand why other people need to judge when somebody else decides to make a extremely beneficial health choice for themselves related to their diet. And for each individual, becoming vegetarian can be kind of frustrating. In a way, you kind of have to leave the traditional diet and eating habits that your family and friends around you have, and that can be challenging. And there's little things that you can celebrate when you find a new recipe, or when you just find something new and enjoyable to eat. And I'm the only one of my family members who is a vegetarian, so sometimes if I go over to a friend or family member, they don't understand that I'd really like for them to respect me and my daughter for eating vegetarian because it is a health choice. And even some of my close friends and deaf friends in the deaf community, when it comes to us having a meal together, it can become kind of awkward and hard to explain that whole situation when it comes to my diet. I'd really like more people to understand and have more respect for me and other people becoming vegetarian, and help us find fun ways to find good recipes, find good cookbooks, and get that information out there for others. I know that there's some churches that offer classes and organizations that offer classes, and there's tons of information out there, and they have special events related to vegetarianism. So I hope fewer people can feel as frustrated when they're becoming vegan. And organizations are becoming more and more open, and I think that's great that churches and organizations are offering more groups to educate people on those health issues. And I think that is absolutely great to be focusing on our health and be focusing on all those great benefits that we can help just by changing our diet. So please, if you have any questions, I would love for you to feel free to contact me. And if anything kind of pops up in a great cookbook, or if there's some sort of vegan vocabulary that you're not familiar with, feel free to contact me. And I hope that we can just become friends and you can find support in that. I'm also going to post a few articles and a few books that I would recommend, and a couple of food products. And you are also welcome to post anything related to veganism, any good cookbooks, and just anything you're interested in related to vegetarianism. I'm really excited about this, and I want to learn more because I'm new at this too. So I'll post that information gradually, and I hope to add more and more information. I don't want to overwhelm people with so much information. So if you have the time, or whenever you are casually reading through something you think it could be beneficial, try to remember that you can post that. And it doesn't necessarily have to be, straight vegan. It can be whatever type of vegetarianism that you're accustomed to. But again, feel free to contact me. I hope you feel comfortable posting that, and I'll do my best as well. You're also welcome to email me, and I can email you back some feedback, and and I'm happy to work with you. And I hope you all can make new friends that can enjoy veganism too. Thank you, and I hope to see you at our sign language vegetarianism group. So enjoy your day and take care of yourself and your health.